check this out. For you guys that don't know, like he said, I am Tavon Parker. You guys can call me TP. Don't stand for toilet paper. It's my initials. I've been called that since I was a kid, right? I'm just like you guys, born and raised right here in the CA. Used to play basketball. Me and my brothers used to come here after we get done hooping, come here and work out, go down to the gym, work out, come and shoot. So if you go in the gym at York High, it's like not only am I a 1,000-point scorer, me and my brother both from here, right? And I don't say that to talk like we were nice, right? But there's a difference because I learned once I became an adult, scoring 1,000 points in high school doesn't really mean anything. But what I learned is there are some things that basketball taught me that apply to being an adult. Right, and I like coming to talk to you kids and people that are younger than me because like Uncle Phil said, you guys are generational curse breakers. And what that means is some of the stuff that we had to experience, the reason we do what we do is so you guys don't have to experience it. Right, one thing that I hate is when kids put themselves in situations that they don't need to be in. Right, because there's some things for an environment where I grew up on Maple Street and Persian Avenue and there was a shootout and bullets come through my front window and me and my family have to move. But then there's some things called environment where you put yourself in an environment where people are selling drugs and people are doing dumb stuff, and now there's a shootout and you're there because you shouldn't even be there. Right? There's a difference. So what I try to do is come and get you guys to see the other side of life because believe it or not, this is a big, big world. Believe it or not, there are a lot of things out here that you guys can do. There are a lot of things you guys can be. But the whole thing is perspective. Right? Because the earlier you can gain this thing called perspective, the easier life becomes. Because what I realized when I was young was I didn't have perspective. So like I said, I played basketball as a 1,000-point scorer. I went to college on a scholarship and ended up losing my scholarship because I didn't have perspective. Right? So there's people right now trying to get money back, $40,000, $50,000. How much is a lot of money? Let me hear. How much do you guys think a house costs?
100,000.
100,000? 20? 20,000? So I bought my house for like $150,000. My cousin bought his house for $250,000. My other cousin bought his house for like $70,000. So houses aren't cheap. So when I went to college, I had a full scholarship. A full scholarship means I was going to Millersville University, which is like $30,000 a year. 30,000 times 4. Who knows what 30,000 times 4? 30 times 4. 120. So $120,000 they gave to me in a blink of an eye, blew my opportunity. Why? Because I lacked perspective. Right? So when in high school, when I was drinking and I was smoking, but I was scoring 1,000 points, it was cool. But it caught up to me in college, and all of a sudden, if you don't care about your grades and you're not doing good in school, guess what happens? They'll take your scholarship. They took $120,000 from me, and I came back to York, and I didn't know what to do. So I come to these places, and I try to help you guys create goals, because if you don't know what to do, all you're going to do is do whatever your friends are doing. And when I started doing what my friends was doing, guess what? I started selling weed, I started shooting guns, I started smoking weed, I started doing stuff I shouldn't have been doing, and I ended up going to jail.